Hi guys, Blake here today with Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on beautiful upper Lake Taneycomo. It is Thursday the 26th of August and I am going to do the one cast for you today. Oh, it's about a little bit after 7 in the evening. We are starting just right here above the golf course, right below the tennis court. And today I am going to try dragging some scuds on the bottom because I haven't done that in a while. So what I've got here is one of our old commemorative rods. We don't sell these ones anymore, but it's just a 5.5 foot lightweight rod. I've got that on the drift rig with a size 12 snap swivel, 1/8 ounce weight, size 12 barrel swivel, about 4 to 4.5 foot of 4-pound line. I've got a big old size 12 gray scud there and a size 12 UV gray scud, and we're just gonna drift this little section and see what happens. I'm gonna stay a little closer over here to the north bank tonight. What happens a lot of the time is when they run the 4 units like they did earlier, some of those fish will push over here to this north bank and set there because the water's moving just a touch slower. They were running 4 units. It would appear that they have either dropped it to 2 units or that they have turned it all the way off and we're just looking at what's left here on the current. If I had a 1/16 ounce weight with me, I probably would have put that on, just considering we're dragging the slower side and the fact that the water's dropping, but I did not have any 1/16 ounce weights. So, using the 1/8 ounce. Oh, another extremely hot day today here in the Ozarks. Got up to 97 or 98, felt like over 100. We actually sent out a decent number of boats today on a Thursday. Hey guys, scoot a little farther in towards the middle. Let's see, I was on closing shift again today, so I didn't get to talk to any of the guides that were out this morning, but I did get to talk to Philip Stone. And he reported that they were catching them good, Short Creek area on night crawlers, filled with air while the water was off this morning. I'm trying to lift that. Oh, that was a fish. Oh my gosh. I'm sitting here trying to lift that 1/8 ounce weight off the bottom a little bit, get it to give those scuds a little more action, just kind of float. That was another fish. Getting us a few bites here. let's see, any other fishing reports last night? Levi and I boated up to the Narrows and anchored the boat off at the gravel bar and got out and streamer fished with the fly rods last night. And it was a little slower, but we still did pretty good. Found a good number of fish. Captain Blake Harris coming up below me right now. They must have went on up. Thinking about being adventurous tonight. Throw in 2 rigs, see if I can find a scud they're looking for here. So I'm gonna go to this one. I've got some smaller scuds on. I got a little smaller size 12, kind of a dark brown scud with a little size 14 light gray above it. And it's got the same setup. Other than that, we're gonna toss that one out there too. This can get a little messy, but I kind of want to explore and see if there's maybe one scud they're biting better than the other here. I haven't heard about too many people dragging scuds lately, primarily because a lot of the guide trips that go out in the morning, and they've been leaving the water off in the morning. And hardly anyone's crazy enough to come out here in the middle of the day when they start running that water. So I'm definitely getting a good bounce, but I think that a lighter weight would be ideal here. Alright, no fish on the first cast. This is the rod I cast out first. I just want to pull it in and check for moss, which I have a ton of. Well, that wasn't helping anything. So yeah, definitely a lighter weight would be ideal here. I think tomorrow it's supposed to be a little cooler, only a high of 92. I think there's a chance for rain coming up here soon. Other than that one fish I had on there, no other bites as far as I can tell so far. Something I do when I'm dragging scuds or other flies is I set and I'll lift that weight off the bottom a little bit and then let it kind of float back down. Kind of control how fast it goes back down to the bottom. Sometimes just that little bit of extra action helps catch the fish. If they were still running the full 4 units, I think this amount of weight would be just right. And if you don't have anything smaller than an 1/8 ounce weight, a trick you can do is take the nippers on the side of your needle nose pliers, the cutting edge on the bottom, and cut some of the lead off of those 1/8 ounce weights. Sometimes that's something you can kind of do on the spot, help reduce the amount of weight you're using. But I don't have any of those with me either, so I'm just gonna have to keep reeling it in and knocking the moss off here. Here shortly we'll be going over the top of the Narrows. So I went with those bigger scuds because the water was running 4 units whenever I was preparing everything, and I was hoping that was going to stay that way, but with the water dropping out to 2 units and lower, size 14s and maybe even size 16s would have been the better approach. That amount of weight is definitely too heavy. Figures. It might be alright once we get into the Narrows and the water starts running a little faster. Maybe we'll pick up a couple fish once we get into the Narrows here. Well, this is why it pays to have all the equipment you need. I actually had a whole bag of 16th ounce weights. I left them sitting in a bag on my dresser at home, of course. For me, the jerkbaits worked every time I've come up here and done this in the evening, but I didn't want to do the exact same thing I'd done the last few times, so decided to go with the scud. I'm thinking I might need to go trim the motor up real quick. So, Captain Blake Harris sitting on the dock a little bit ago waiting on his trip, and he saw the shocking boat, the conservation shocking boat, go up. Didn't hear about any shocking happening, but it's possible that they might be shocking the lake tonight. Tell you what, handling two rods at the same time out here is quite the task. Alright. Well guys, the one thing I would have done different tonight was use less weight. I think that could have made all the difference. I think that scuds are still a fairly good option right now. But, you know, you gotta get it light enough so that it's not sitting there dragging all that moss up. So, if you're gonna come out, just be prepared to have the right equipment with you to change over. Another thing I like to do when the water's running slower is shorten that leader, which is another thing that could work, but I just don't have time to do all of that. I think we're only going to drag a second longer and then we're going to call it a day. It's not properly equipped tonight. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to torture myself anymore here. But, definitely get out here and try the scuds and bring smaller weights and be willing to change the length of your leader when you need to. But I think the smaller weight was the big key tonight. So, we thank you guys for watching. Like and share us on Facebook. And we'll be out here to do it again for you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.